Most people are drawn along by events, by fate, like a carriage after a horse. But some people know how to steer the horse, to change paths at will.
But where do we need to steer that path then?
You did good work for me today, child. More than was required. Here you are. Some coin to help you out.
I wonder what would have happened if I did the other way around.
And keep the clothes. You seem to have grown into them already.
Does that mean that our kind of magic works so that the clothing fits even better or something? I don't know.
I look like a serving maid.
Oh, it's completely fine.
It's the innkeeper. She looks busy. Excuse me?
Yes? Oh, it is you.
I didn't leave yet, I'm sorry. I was just thinking that
Thank
maybe
you,
I
ma'am.
could ask
You're
something,
welcome,
but
child.
okay, fine. Not yet. Maybe later on, but I'm sure it's still morning enough anyway, so we can go and get there fine enough. I wonder what else, or what would have happened if I did the other choice.
Clean
Ooh.
and clear. Much unlike the water in Venice.
Well, understandable. What about this girl?
I wonder if she's caught anything today.
Well, I guess we
I
could
wonder if she's caught anything today.
almost ask it, but... Oh, this... It doesn't! Yeah, it's a funny animal,
It's
yes.
a funny looking animal.
I was at first reading that furry animal, and I was thinking that that's not furry, that's scales and stuff.
That's a funny looking animal. Square jaw and broad shoulders. A real farm boy. Quite a sexy one, too.
Okay, if you say so. What happens if I do this?
Good beast. His hide feels like a turtle's, but softer.
I wonder what it's called.
Yeah, good boy. Good boy.
I guess the beast likes it.
I'll
Aw.
visit the Marcuria petting zoo when I'm done saving the world.
Okay, fine. Let's go to the city then. At least we were able to pet it a little bit. And there's a person too. Ooh, at least all the options are open. I kind of would like to go and visit in the West House too. Considering he did want us to go there, but I kind of would just... Okay, here's the journeyman inn. We are... Basically, this area is pretty close to here, so maybe we could try to go and visit West House just quickly and then go there, possibly. Hello, West House. I didn't want to be here yet, but I kind of am.
Brian Westhouse.
Hey, what's up?
Hi there, Mr. Westhouse. I'm back.
My word. What on earth possessed you to return to this godforsaken place? You were lucky to escape the first time, but now you're really pushing it.
It's not that bad a place, or else you wouldn't stay here. Besides, this time I didn't exactly come here by choice.
I stay here because I'm a true masochist, Miss Ryan. And who forced you to come? Was it Cortez?
He doesn't even know I'm here, unfortunately. No, I think I had some kind of accident with my so-called powers. I shifted in my underwear.
No, ha! Isn't that the way it is, though? We always cross the rift at the most inopportune times. Care for a drink? Oh, no, that's right. You, don't.
Well, later on, maybe after the world is saved, I could bring you some wine, I would assume, from the other side, from the world that you don't really, well, where you're from originally. Well, would you mind helping me with a few questions? I don't know if there's anything I could ask, but let's try.
Would you mind helping me with a few questions?
I've nothing better to do, so shoot.
Do you know anything about the dragons? I'm looking for a test that will open the Guardian's Realm. Would you be able to tell me where I could look for the entrance to the Guardian's Realm? Okay, so do you know anything about dragons?
Do you know anything about dragons?
I try to stay out of the affairs of the kin these days. What precisely do you wish to know about the damn beasts?
There are 2 dragons in Arcadia, and I'm trying to locate them.
Yeah, I've heard that tale myself, but no, I don't know anything about it. you'd be better off speaking with the Sentinel Minstrom. After all, religion is their specialty, not mine.
Understandable, but you could have maybe provided a different kind of an angle, considering you're not originally from here. So I'm also looking for a disc that will open up the Guardian's realm.
I'm looking for a disc that will open up the Guardian's realm.
That's religion, Miss Ryan. And the only things I worship are whiskey, a good cigar, and a nice long... Anyway, don't ask me about all that balance mumbo-jumbo.
Well, I'm gonna ask one more question. Where could I find the entrance to the Guardian's realm?
Would you be able to tell me where I could look for the entrance to the Guardian's realm?
In Tobias's pants, if he had his wish, I'm sure. No, I'm sorry. I don't know anything about the Guardians. Balance, or Sentinel, or gardening. Now, if you're interested in bullfighting, I could talk all night.
Okay, well, bullfighting is a horrible act of cruelty to animals, and not much of a sport at all. I could say that, but he's been a nice guy and all, so I'm not gonna be saying that, so I can't think of any more questions for now, so thank you for trying to, so to speak, answer my questions, or at least humoring those questions, and I'm not going to be mentioning that, even if we could be saying it, but we're not gonna be saying it.
I can't think of any more questions for now.
Then, let's talk about other things, shall we?
Thanks, Mr. Westhouse.
Thanks, Mr. Westhouse.
Anytime, April. Come back if you're homesick and you feel like talking to a fellow alien.
Yes, I shall do so. To this city. Back to this city. Let's see. I could also visit here, considering I don't know how mad this guy is going to be already that I'm so late with delivering the damn thing, but I can't help it. I got shifted before I really wanted to get...
Hey, you! What's going on? Why didn't you deliver any maps yesterday?
I kind of did. I just didn't make it
I
back
wasn't
here.
around, sorry.
Well, there are more maps to be delivered, and my customers are getting very impatient. Did you deliver the map to the rolling man?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right, let me see his signature, and I'll give you your next delivery.
Yes. Sure will be. I'm sorry indeed that I couldn't really... How much?
I got a whole handful of these Arcadian iron coins.
Oh, that's quite of a nice thing as such, I guess. Yes, here. Here you are. While we
Here's
are
your
at
next
it...
delivery, a map of the Northlands to a Tun Lyak, staying at the Journeyman Inn.
Ah.
And be quick about it. She's been waiting since the day before yesterday.
Day before yesterday, that's quite a while, I guess. Not gonna be bothering about this at this moment. Let's go first of all, nonetheless, into the place where I was, so to speak, supposed to go to my knowledge. And after that, we might go back to the Journeyman Inn, but not yet. Not yet. Into here, because we were supposed to meet him in the morning. I'm not sure how morning it is anymore, but let's go. Okay, well, here we are. To the city, of course, and then there's a flower bed.
It's a flower bed. There's plenty of room for more seeds to be planted in there.
Nothing more to do with that. Just a flower bed. Large plant.
That's one mother of a plant. I wonder if it's a carnivore.
I don't
It's
know.
Aubrey's long-lost cousin.
I'm not really 100% sure about that.
It looks to have been carved out of a large tree, but the texture of the house is more stone than bark. It's a peculiar house.
Yes, it is. Well, let's go and
It's a solid oak door.
knock. Possibly knock. I would assume you're going to knock. Yes.
Enter, honored guest, and I would have been with you presently.
You do speak very intriguingly. Bookshelf.
Some of them look to be in English, but I know they're not. It's the Altung language Tobias told me about. The tongue of magic. Sounds a little
Yes.
disgusting, to be honest.
To your tongue? Really? Yes, hello again. Or are you different? No, you're the same, but just starting to wonder if you actually were the same or not. Okay. Yes, hello. I would also...
Be welcome,
and-
stranger, to my abode.
Stranger? Don't you remember me? You invited me here.
Every moment we meet, and every moment we part. You are both stranger and friend, April Ryan.
I'm sorry, but could you try to be a little less obtuse this time? I have a hard time understanding half of what you say.
I will beg for your forgiveness, April Ryan. I had a hard time to make myself understood amongst other peoples. I will pull myself into this moment, difficult as it may be, so that we can communicate and so that you may understand. It is important that you understand, April Ryan, very important.
As such, I guess it was kind of a logical way how things went. At first, I wasn't a stranger, and now he called me a stranger when we actually had already met. So, who are you exactly?
Who are you?
I am Abnaxus of the Venar, ambassador to the Ireed Council in Marcuria. My people live far from here, and they do rarely visit your kind, and so I am their sole link to humans and Dolmari.
Why is that?
I alone among the Venar am able to focus on a particular moment and thread in time, and so to speak with those who flow with time, like you.
Because your people don't flow with time, they are everywhere all the time, which is very interesting how it works. How do your people perceive time then, normally?
How do your people perceive time?
It is hard to explain. Any moment before this moment and any moment after is the same to me as this one. I have lived already, and I am yet to live. Do you understand me?
I do.
I think so, but how's that possible?
Everything is possible, April Ryan. There is magic, and there is science, and between the two, everything is possible.
Everything. Well, he's living the future, so in that sense, yes, but can he see everything? Well, he probably can't really be telling me easily about the future, nonetheless, even if he is living that future at the same time and so on.
Can you see the future?
To me, every moment is the same. There is no future. I can relate moments you have yet to see, and I can unravel possible threads. But remember, the future I see may not be the one into which you walk. Moments and threads fluctuate, change. I can remember things that have never come to pass, and I have seen things that will never be.
Quite
So you
intriguing.
can't tell the future.
I would see your possible futures, the likely threads among hundreds. If there was not a veil in time, I would.
But there is the chaos veil that you cannot see through, kind of. What's the veil you keep talking about?
What's this veil you keep talking about?
Somewhere ahead, in our path, there is a dark veil through which I cannot pass, past which I cannot see. It is disconcerting to me to be blocked from the moments of my life.
How did this veil come to be?
It was, no, will be created in chaos, by chaos, to keep the future hidden. All threads converge on a single point here, beyond the veil, and this will happen only once. It is written.
Written? Where?
In the prophecies.
Well, could you tell me about the prophecies then?
Tell me about the prophecies.
Words have been written by seers who can discern from all possible threads the threads that are certain to be woven. These words are the prophecies.
And what do the prophecies say?
Prophecies speak of a time when the balance will falter, weakened by the assault of chaos and its servants. The moment the veil falls is the moment of uncertainty. The balance may stand, the balance may fall. I cannot tell which it will be, and I cannot even see the possibilities, the threads extending from each fork. But the prophecies also speak of a Savior, as the prophecies usually do, one who will bring order to chaos, only to release chaos on the innocent, one who will restore the balance, only to finally break it.
That doesn't sound like a savior.
The word in my tongue is Kanang La. Literally translated, it means the small seed who grew to a tall tree.
So whale is something that protects at the moment kind of from the future as well as there. At some point the chaos will come and the chaos will try to consume everything, and then we are something that can channel or change things in some way. Like also the old woman in the very first intro did talk that world in a place that does not exist anymore, so maybe there will be some new kind of a balance to be made and not just a reworked old balance. I don't know. I guess that will remain to be seen. So, can I ask you a few questions then?
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yes.
So, have you heard of a man named Cortez? I think you have.
Have you heard of a man named Cortez?
No, I have not. But that does not mean I do not know him. Names are often fleeting, April Ryan.
He's my... well, some have called him my mentor, others a nutcase. I'm not sure which it is, but I'm leaning towards the former.
Your mentor? He is a shifter as well?
No, I don't think so. He doesn't travel. Shift between Stark and Arcadia.
I do not see him in my life, April Ryan. I do not know him. Beyond the veil, perhaps, but not before.
Okay. So, yeah, you haven't... I don't know how they keep contact though, like, or know about each other. How does Cortez know what is approximately happening here? Is he still able to feel enough of the chaos and balance and such stuff so that he can tell? I don't know. Well, do you know Father Tobias? Probably yes.
Do you know Father Tobias?
Tobias is a faithful servant of the balance, and he is a good man. He leads the sentinel down a narrow path, but he never wavers. We are friends.
Okay.
So, I can trust him?
Trust is a concept which often puzzles me. Amongst my people there is never distrust. We always know the truth. But amongst your people, amongst those who flow with time, trust is important, a fragile thing. But yes, I do think Tobias is to be trusted fully. I cannot see beyond the veil, but up to that point there is no thread in which he betrays your trust, April Ryan.
Well, that's good, I guess. I didn't really think that he would be. What reason would he have? I don't think any. To be continued with Girarusha in the longest journey.